My name is Henny Hendrix. I'm from Houston, Texas, by way of Atlanta. It's where I was born, but left there very young. Um, right now, I reside in East Village. That's like my place where like most of my, like if not all of my inspiration has come from up to this point. The last 5 years have been, it's been a struggle. It's been the artist struggle. I've been completely broke. I've done well. I've, had to stay with girls that I was seeing or had people like help me out, and it's been tough, but there's so much that I learned that I think if things were to pop right now that I wouldn't be taken advantage of had I not learned those things and gone through those things. Plus I feel like I found where I can dive into at any moment to create music. Like I can create music for decades to come just off of what I've experienced and learned over these past 5 years. So it's been necessary. It's been painful, but it's been necessary. It's a necessary pain. I want to change the idea that you have to create what everybody else is creating in order to pop. Like I want to make it more than just being about like making it big. Like I want to bring it to a sense of really getting back to creating art from the soul, from the heart. And even if it doesn't sound like everything else, you're making something you, and with that, like people will relate, no question. As long as you're not faking it, like you will have at least some people that will relate to it. So I want to do that on a massive scale and make people not afraid to fuse different sounds together and just put their hearts out on a track or on a canvas. I want to change the world. I mean, I really want to, and starting by changing my life, of course. But my whole thing behind it is to create an artistic hub for people who create different kinds of art that isn't necessarily what's in the poppin' mainstream. Like I want to make it okay and cool for people to do that, like the way that Prince did with his art. The fact that he was able to change things. Next up, I mean, as of right now, I'm just trying to create more shows and more experiences for people. I want to really bring this War of the Roses full circle because I haven't really been able to push it as much as I wanted to. But I really just want to change. Like, I want to change a lot of things. So in order for that to happen, I have to be flexible and open for things that are coming. But I also, like, I have a plan. It's about being flexible and having a plan at the same time. And as of right now, next up is Paris, July of this year, 2017. So when I get there, it's, I'm going to tear it down as I do. I've learned a lot over the past so many years of just like putting on my own shows and dealing with people who are trying to promote it, and musicians and producers and everything else. And I've learned that I want to make it to a point where people are not afraid to work with artists. Like they're not so afraid of the business that they're not going to work with certain people because what they're doing is not considered what's popping in the business. So I'm making my own business. Like I'm creating it all. I'm creating the need for myself through other people, for other people, and through the artists that I work with and the musicians I work with. And it's all about making the business ours and taking everything because I want it all.